Do you know what would be a really interesting segue now is to talk about Big Brother, because Big Brother was an experiment that you were a part of. And do you think that that impacted your ego at all? Like when you came out of the house, and sorry for anybody that I think you have to live under a rock to not know what Big Brother is, but Big Brother, do you know what Big Brother is?
No, I was under the rock.
Oh, okay. So I think they have it in every country, but it started in the United States. And you can explain what Big Brother is? I'm not
definitely didn't start in the US. I think it was either UK or India had the first Big Brother.
Okay.
But I know what you're talking about. Is it like a house that you get logged up in with people?
Listen, you know.
Yeah.
So tell about your experience, like how you got onto Big Brother. How did this come to be?
Right. Hold on. So I'm going to finish up but you're right. It perfectly segues in this. My comment to you was, maybe this all isn't real. Maybe you are an alien in human form that beamed down
Maybe it's a Matrix.
I strongly I think maybe we're in the Matrix. Like I know, and there's more that has a word for it now. Like, like we're Sims, or like I jokingly talk to Source Liza all the time.
NPCs, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think this is real. So I'm saying, if it sounds wacky, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of backlash.
Conspiracy
but like, if you just decide that you are in the Matrix or a video game, play it. Why would you? It's just a game. So why wouldn't you open the next door, go to the next level? Why are we worried about safety plans, like safety nets?
Okay, before our viewers decide to like start shooting people and do all of that.
Not like that.
Yeah,
let's just... Okay. No.
So that's the thing. Like, what I'm trying to understand is this something that you build on, that you had doubts about yourself and you guys were in your 20s? This is like a chain of thought that just you started off with, never questioned? People never questioned you or asked things and you kind of like... backed up a little bit. Has that ever happened, or how do you deal with that if that so happens?
Sure. And a lot of therapy will teach me that I created these situations that I was very obsessed with abundance and being extraordinary.
Yeah.
But what would happen is I would create these lower situations. Like I would attract people into my life that would tell me I wasn't good enough, or just give me little jabs.
Yeah.
But I attracted these shitty people into my life to question how extraordinary I was, to launch me into, I'll show you how instead of just being extraordinary, I would find myself in situations where I had to prove how extraordinary I was. Or abundance. Instead of just being abundant, I would loan a best friend or an ex-boyfriend $40,000, which would put me in a state of lack. So I could hustle and be like, you watch how abundant, you watch how many shoes I'm going to sell. Because but why was I creating the low?
Yeah.
To run to the high instead of just being extraordinary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I do think I'm extraordinary. But it's funny how I would attract people that would, so I've had plenty, to your question, there are plenty of people who have questioned me over the years, and they're intimidated.
But just to bring you down, bring you down because they are down and they don't want to resonate at your level, or they can't resonate at your level.
This is a common thing. Like, it's a very common thing where people would definitely question, especially like, for example, people who right now holds the idea of like, I want to hustle and be abundant and stuff. It's like, why would you want to do that? You're becoming that 1%, and the whole concept of like, you're taking the money away from people, but that's really not true. And
I will take all of the money away from all of the people. Like if it's able to be taken.
I feel like when people question that, and you're like, you kind of question where you're coming from. Is it more like, for me personally, I think I'm in the biggest questioning phase of my life. This is
the perfect time for that.
Yeah,
perfect time for that.
I was in this whole like, I am a unicorn and I fart rainbows and shit.
You're a fairy.
I swear.
I'm a unicorn.
My Instagram is a shit post ID. I just post absolute shit on it, and it's constantly glitter and fairies. I live in a dream world. Cats. And the whole it comes down to like when people and right now I think I just have a lot of people in my life who are constantly questioning my approach to a lot of different things, whether it's
They're
like
not your people then.
And I think we don't have the time to go deep, but I think you're questioning yourself. I think the external world is a reflection of the internal
everybody self. It's more for
like but these people in your life questioning you are an externalization of your internal reality.
Mirrors.
It's mirrors.
Yeah.
So they're not questioning you deep down. You're questioning yourself.
Very
so the book The Secret? Do you know of it? No. Oh God, kids these days. It was like it was a very it's a manifestation.
I do agree. You should understand this book if you listen to it on audiobook.
Sure, but I remember listening to The Secret and going, "Oh my God, I am the secret." Like other people need to be taught how to have this state of mind.
Is The Secret with the one with the red circle around?
Yes.
it?
Yes. It kind of looks like red, gold, fiery sort
Just
of look.
be the secret is what I'm saying. So sure, read the book, and in life, be the unicorn, be the secret, be the character in the video game, be the alien. If you don't feel like you fit, that's okay. Now let's mess around with reality.
Do either of you go by fake it till you make it? Is that an approach you take?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you play the part before it actually happens?
I don't necessarily like that statement though, because you're not being fake.
I was gonna say I'm not faking anything. I'm amazing.
Like
I'll get there.
Be authentic till you make it.
No,
like,
it's
that's
more
what it
like,
should be.
Yeah, it's more like you just play the part till you actually. It's like dress up for the job you want. Is that an approach?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But it's all mental.
Yeah.
So if you're in the outfit that the person you want to be or become, whatever, would wear, then you're mentally that person. Yeah. So
I said this on another podcast that I was on. It's like, if you work at Subway, I don't want you to say, I just work at Subway. I'm just a sandwich maker. You be the CEO of Subway making sandwiches. Like you make the best friggin' Subway sandwich you can make. You're the best customer service person. You learn how to deal with customers that are angry and complain, and you're the person that fixes all the problems and fills all the ranch dressing sauces the most consistently. Like you be the CEO of sandwich making.
Yeah.
And then
actually, yes. And that's what I did my whole life. So I interned at a radio station when I was in high school, and I had to alphabetize CDs. And you bet your ass, I was the best
label maker.
Alphabetize. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever I was doing,
it would never be off.
And I didn't feel below it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, what am I doing in this stock room? I was like, I'm going to do it the best, and I'm going to do it fast.
Yeah.
And then, I would have been the CEO of sandwich making. Yeah. And I can think of all that busy work, like working at Wonderland and cash holding. You bet all my bills were facing in the right direction and folded the right way. And be the freaking CEO of sandwich making. And that ranch, you're got like, and you're just like doing it over your head, and you're like, don't be like, but
Subway into Coyote.
If you're like, I'm just a sandwich maker. Now now you're trying to fit into societal norms, or you're worried about people's judgments.
Yeah. You should eliminate you are not just anything ever.
Well, that was like, the questions were definitely the same. Like they were very personal, but I hope like we kind of get an idea of